Hello everyone, welcome on yet another Devs and Holders meeting number 31. My name is Mikołaj, and with me our devs, the head of the devs, Bartek, and Mr. Orwosh, the master of
everyone.
marketing.
Everyone.
Hi guys, how you doing? Number 31. It's going to be a slow day today, but don't worry, we got you covered. Well, as you know, there are days when there are big news, like last week. It was number 30 of Devs and Holders meeting. And it's going to be a big news next week as well. But this week is going to be slow and small in the news. But don't worry, as I said, we got you covered. If you have any questions, let us know. Mr. Orwosh and Bartek are here for you with me to talk with you about some of the incoming news, plans, and what's been happening. But as always, we're gonna start our live stream with our website, and the first thing we're gonna show you is the current state of the active accounts, which is growing slow and steady. 2,160 active accounts as for today, so it's going slowly as steady. And well, what else? We'd like to show you some news from our Twitter account. If you haven't yet followed the BigShortBets on Twitter, do so. And another account which been popped up, which is owned by the BigShortBets community, is the BigShortBets news, the fresh and the best news from our platform. You can basically hop in, and even if you're not able yet, but soon you will be, if you want to see all the news on your iPhone or on your telephone, if you still don't have the Android app, which is coming very soon for all of you, you can just hop in and read some news from the platform. Have a sneak peek right here on Twitter. There is another account I'd like to recommend you, which is the BigShortBets family, which is made by our community. And it's a pretty cool account of our users. Another thing is our TikTok, obviously. If you haven't seen the TikToks, you should. If you're more into memes, like the one from Lord of the Rings right here, made by our team, BigShortBets, you can watch it right here.
Yeah, it's a
on
great thing that
TikTok.
we know that right now there is a big part of the cryptocurrency market is based only on the meme economy, right? If everything is just loud and funny, then it's rising in the price, right? So I'm quite happy that we have participation in that part of the market as well. I know it's not, let's say, efficient, and it's not a correct way to build your value, but still, if you don't, you can say, like, you can fight with the fire, right? You need to just join and just be a fire, right? So yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's pretty cool. The second video I like the most, actually, with the Wolf of Wall Street. It's pretty good, and it's got pretty good recognition in our community.
I used to hang around them boys that took over towns and made the block blow up.
You have to be really careful, because as far as I know, if the content will be very associated with the
sorry.
Yeah, go on, Maciej.
Is if the content is really associated with the project, with the tokens and itself. I know that TikTok sometimes like to ban this kind of content. Like in past months, there was a huge problem with that, because basically the creators associated with the booming interest of the cryptocurrency, and most of them was really like scamming people, just getting them to buy some tokens and just dumping everything on their community, earning money on them. And TikTok took the matter in their own hands, and they started to shadow banning the content and limiting like everything.
Yeah, they hate the guys. I mean, anything related to cryptocurrency on TikTok is not really well seen by the platform itself. but don't worry. That's why we got you covered with the BigShortBets platform, obviously.
Yes,
Here you
obviously,
go.
but the thing is that just one thing. So we're building our content on TikTok to like spread the word about
Yeah.
spread the word about our project. Not necessarily, to like get everyone to buy the tokens, but to show them what we really are, what are our
Yeah.
ideas. And I think those videos showed that pretty good. I'm really happy about them. Maybe it's not about it's not much views because actually some of them got pretty good numbers. But like step by step, we're building the content, and soon when there will be a bounty or something similar to that, we have that in plans in our marketing plans soon. We gonna use this content to just push it outside to the all the people using all the techniques to
Exactly.
marketers and so on. But we try to do it as organically as possible because, as we said, we don't like blowing empty balloon. I don't want to say it's something like this. We don't want to blow the empty balloon, so we just want to do it in our
you
way.
guys gotta remember that you know what happened with Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, if you blow the balloon that Mr. Orwash actually mentioned, you know what's gonna happen. It's not gonna work out. Not at all, actually.
Yeah, I can say, like, as a guy who is from IT team, right? I was in a lot of projects where marketing and sales just sell everything, right? And then telling the fairy tales about what we are doing, right? And then it's hard to achieve the expectancy and any requirements that you receive from the client, right? And here I'm quite happy that we are working closely, and we are together try to figure out what we want to say and what we can't say, because it's not, let's say, we are not sure about the scope and so on. So yeah, I think it's a better way. Maybe some of you don't agree with that because the price is not pumping like all the hype and pump and down projects.
Yeah.
But thanks that we can just focus on what we are doing the best, right? To coding, to develop the new
That's
functionalities for
exactly.
you, without thinking that, okay, guys, we have the, let's say, the bar so high that we never achieve that, right? So yeah, but
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's what I said in the beginning, actually. That the most important thing is that the project is going well and steady. If you have a good product, then you might not even need as much marketing as some others do, and they just pump and dump on a big market, and what's out of it later.
I'm quite happy that I have this, let's say, freedom that I can just came here and say, okay, guys, this is the week that we are working on something bigger, and
Yeah.
we need more time than 1 week, and
And
this is why
this is
we don't.
basically the day today, because
Yeah,
you say there are going to be some really great news next week.
Yeah, I can just give you like always, the inside info from us, right, from team. So we just prepared for you the option that if you just log into Android application, there will be option that you will remain you don't need to use MetaMask anymore, only for transactions. So it means that you don't need to go through whole long complicated process to authorization to
yeah.
get your authorization to application. You only one time you just sign the everything like on the Tor, and then you have everything on your phone without using the MetaMask. So it's great, and I think it will cut the way, and it will increase the accessibility to the platform, to everything. And I think that is great news, and I'm quite proud of that, because it's not my, let's say, idea. Just Android developer with Bartek, who is responsible for managing the scope on the Android platform, which is the same. We have a great, crazy idea. It will be quite hard, but we want to do it. And I say, okay, go for it. And this is why I quite happy that on a phone, with only one click, you will be able to just get the access to the information. So it will be much easier on a Tor instead of a Tor browser. Of course, Tor is more secured, right? And there is everything, but Android as well is secured in the same way. But we want to make this easier for you, right? Because, like you said, information needs to be delivered quickly to you and easily. And I think the Android platform, the Android application will allows you to get this everything on the right time in the right place, right? Because on a Tor browser, for example, if you are on a working place and you don't want to share everybody that you are using a BigShortBets for some of the reasons. I don't know why, but maybe.
Yeah, that's the
But the
point of
phone
the
is always
platform in
there,
it
right?
also.
The phone is always there, and without putting any, I I hope you never shared any your phone password and codes to anybody. So in that case, this is more secure than anything, right? It's like your bank, right? Account. You
Black
only
box.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we actually said it earlier in the earlier episodes quite few times that the devs can do a lot of stuff for you so that your anonymity is secure and stuff like that. But on the other hand, everything is in your hands, to be honest, because if you don't get to secure your own data, nobody can do it for you. Even the platform, even Bartek cannot do it for you if you just leak out your own passwords somehow on
yeah.
purpose or not. And
We are doing our best to to help
yeah.
you, but as long as you expose yourself, then there is no option that the best software cannot save you from your actions and anything like that, right? So if you share any data about you on the Facebook, don't blame us that you shared anything that somebody can connect with you, right? So this is the one of the point. The second information I want to share, and we want to that finally we just added the whole encryption end-to-end functionality to the Android platform, so the chat will be available for you as well there.
Mm.
So yeah, and I think that's something that Maciej want to for sure say a little bit more, but I can say that because there is a lot of questions why we stop working and working and focusing on the groups, because we realize that the market will be game changer, and we
Mm-hmm.
put all our, let's say, resources and time on that. So this is why the new functionality for the groups just stopped, and because I have limited resources and time in the day, so I need to
Yeah, obviously, sure.
manage that in a correct way. But I think that if market will be there, then we will have more than, let's say, months to develop the good groups for you and secure that. So this is why this is the official announcement that the groups is like the scope for the groups is freezed right now. It's not that removed, or I don't know, throw away from our scope, right? We know that we need to make good groups and secured for you, but we want to focus on the market, because now if the market will be working in the correct way, we will have a plenty time for groups and make sure that everything around is we can improve for you, right? So
Actually,
this is
last week
yeah,
was a live stream number 30, and it was about the group, the not the groups, the
the
market.
market, yeah.
Check it out. You should go on the YouTube channel right here. And if you go into the videos, the last one, number 30, devs and holders meeting from the last week was about the market. And if you want to know more about it, you should check this one out. If you haven't been on the live stream, you have all of them right over here to see how the project was going from basically day one.
Yeah, and back to the market. Why we just throwing all our resources to that? Because we want to give you a sandbox. Because we just realize how big impact you have on our project, how many bugs and problems you find for us, and help to
Yeah.
improve everything what we delivered. Sometimes you are sitting in a topic and you can just realize that your thinking is wrong, and thanks to you we sometimes can back from bad ideas and we can
A
create
different
something.
perspective.
Yeah, you can just deliver something better for you based on what you said. So this is why we want to give you sandbox, of course, without the real money, without any contracts, but there will be all the engine that we prepared for market. And I hope somebody will break this down to the pieces and help us to improve that more, right? So this is the point.
Yeah, this is pretty cool actually. Just one comment on what you said, just Bartek, that we already gonna have peer-to-peer encryption messages on our application in on the phone. So basically, just using your MetaMask, signing in. Next week, you're gonna sign to our platform, our app, on your telephone. And because of that, look what was created. We just created an ecosystem where you're gonna have a platform to share. So basically, a social media, social market of information that you're gonna share your posts and everything anonymously. And additionally to that, a huge functionality, you're gonna have an encrypted chat. And starting from now on, what I see is just a hybrid of a really popular social media and really popular encrypted communicator. I don't want to say the names. I don't know if I can, but I surely don't want to do that. So basically, you have right now a hybrid of these two. And later on, when we develop everything like the market, we will try to even that implement everything. If it will be at the point, it will be possible, of course, because there are some limitations. But in one app, you're gonna have encrypted communicator, anonymized social media, and probably and trading platform. Everything in one place. And this is a game changer. And sticking to good news, good thing you mentioned it, Bartek, that we working on a sandbox and everything. I think this is the moment that I can announce it, because there's always I see that some people left, so now I can announce it. Basically, the date for the Big Short Market release is 1st of February 2022. So this will be the day that the BigShortBets market will be released. Soon you're gonna see all the information popping on all social media and on our ways of communication, on our main website, on our app site, and on our application on Tor. Everywhere gonna be information that the Big Short markets, where you can trade Nasdaq USDC, gold USDC, oil USDC, and I don't know, weather USDC, and
weather.
cryptocurrency and weather USDC, because this is what the bets are all about.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Those pairs will be tradable starting from the 1st of February, but this is going to be the full version. Besides that, as we promised, as has been announced earlier on the November, it's not yet announced when exactly, but on November we are planning to release in the sandbox for you guys, because we love community testing. We love how you test our stuff and give us all the insights, how it should work, what should be improved or not. We really like it, and it's really a huge amount of information that we utilize in a good way to improve everything on our platform and so on. So like when we firstly developed the social platform, gave you the access to the sandbox, this and gave you the sandbox to test it out. This helped us a lot, and we saw that it was a very good idea to give the steering wheel to the hands of the community. And because of that, we saw that this was a good idea. We want to do the same with the market. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And I see Jan, I see your questions, and we're gonna address it, because on today's agenda we're gonna show you some stuff. I have some parts of white paper. Our white paper will be finished this month. I assure you on that, and we have some stuff we can talk about that's gonna be in the white paper. I'm gonna show you the
draft one.
Yeah, the draft one. Right now, it's not the whole. It's not the whole white paper, because I'm still waiting for some information from our project members.
I know. Today is a short.
Yes.
Guys,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
On me. Yeah, everything is on me. Sorry, but
no, it's not actually on you, because
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Like the content. I'm personally, I can't do alone the whole content of the white paper. I need to get help from the from other team, but the content they gonna give me is when they have everything prepared. So the content will not be what is gonna be in 1 week, 2 weeks, and so on. It's something that's gonna be in the future. So it's not just what it is, but it's also the target that we all want to get to. and we really wanted to try, to like make sure our design, especially the security of the platform and so on, will be in the really time matter. Everything's gonna be covered, so that's why you wait so long for the white paper, or maybe from the other reasons, because we don't want to share with white paper as soon as possible, because there's much. I know there's a lot of stuff to show you guys, and you are expecting it. You can wait to see the white paper, but you have to wait a bit longer. But this month, surely the white paper gonna see the daylight. And so yeah, if I can show you some screen, let me just do
in
it.
that time, I can just say a little bit more about market, right? So there's a question that did you test the marketing of the black swans events like negative early price, shopping, market queues, price gaps, scenarios you cannot enter the BigShortBets market. Whatever is a single market and the liquidity is not sufficient one-to-one, futures can go crazy. What is your opinion about this? So, okay, so it's a lot of things to cover in one question, right? First of all, there is option to liquidate you, and we want to give you the, let's say, every market, let's say, let's say it's in another way. Every broker and every market maker has a lot, let's say, the rules that if you are close to the liquidation, there will be information that you need to increase your security level, right? On your deposit, right? And for, let's say, shallow markets and where your volatility is quite high and the risk is quite high, this security level will be higher, right? And this is the first thing. Second thing is that the opponent, because always there will be connection between your contract and your contract and your opponent contract, you always be able to liquidate somebody who is, let's say, close to the zero, right? So in that case, you're receiving all the money from the deposit of this guy, so he just loses the bet with you, right? The contracts, they are just a bet, right? You're find the agreement with somebody that he's thinking that the price will be going in a different direction than you are, right? So in that case, there is an opponent that can liquidate you, or you can liquidate him if there will be any any options like that, right? The Blackstone events and negative price price, there is, let's say, our market is not thinking that the price will be only above the zero, so we prepare to ourselves from situation that the price will be below the zero, and we know how to deal with that. The problem is that we are on a decentralized market, so the risk of the gaps, the risk of the black swans events and so on is on the users. I can't say that I have, I don't know, insurance fund. I can't say that we have anything to cover your losses on anything. This is your risk. You are dealing with somebody anonymously, and there is no government, there is no bank, there is nobody who can just secure your position on anything, right? This is your risk that you are taking part on decentralized market, right? This is something that it's, the more freedom you have, the more responsible you are for your decisions, right? So there is no option that somebody will help you cover your losses on something like that, right? So in that case, the both sides will be the one side will lose all the money, and the opposite side will be the gain, but only to the value of the deposit of the opponent, right? So if there will be, for example, the gap, and you should receive no $1,000 but $2,000 because the gap is so high. If this person there is any option that will run away and never pay you that gap, right? So this is like I said, you always ask us why you don't have any tools to secure our, let's say, transactions. We are doing our best, but this is decentralized anonymous market, and they're responsible for your transactions, and the risk is on you. There is no SAC or any organization like that to secure your loss, right? If you want to take a risk and you want to take the part of the market, this is your choice, and we are giving you a tool, right? But if there will be any black swan and gaps, this is on you, right? I'm afraid that is only one way, right? This is 100% free market, right?
Yes, I'm gonna take it from here because I have really some cool insights and answer on that.
Yes,
As you
please.
can see, but before we start, as you can see, this is the white paper. This is I would say, the draft version of the content list of what's gonna be. It's in Polish, but it's gonna be in English too. I make sure that it is in my hands. But on one way, it's writing in Polish is easier, but on the other hand, it's not so easy because the Polish language is much more complex than
Yep.
the English one.
Yep.
But you can see this is the whole content. You can screenshot that and see what it's going in. So let me just get you through that. This is the introduction and normal. It's not a bullshitting, but it pretty good describes what we are and what we are about. And you saw this introduction in many ways, and we copying that because it's pretty very good describes what we are about, what we're gonna do. Here's our list of the existing problems that it's operate on our platform. We're not getting into details on that. So there's our platform, BigShortBets platform, content on the two main segments, as you may notice. First segment is our social market of information, where you can buy, sell information, share with other users anonymously with our tool. And second is the BigShortBets market, which is the basic platform for contract trading, futurist contracts. But it's futurist contracts, but in wide, I would say, in wide definition of it, the futurist contract, because as there was said multiple times, it's not only be the futurist contracts associated with the normal stuff that you can find on the typical markets, like on the stock market, like I don't know, indexes with Nasdaq and SPX, or commodities like oil, gold, and so on. But also these or the stocks like Tesla, for example. So all these three will be typical, and obviously it's going to be traded on our platform with the Tesla USD or USDT pair. The second part will be the crypto, where you can trade the pairs on the futures contracts but this is not something. This is and on the decentralized market. Maybe it's not a game changer from the point of view that you could say, yeah, I have the same stuff offered on Binance in terms of the cryptocurrency. Yes, but on our way, it will be fully decentralized. So if you want to look at our platform directly, you have to look at it more from the Uniswap perspective rather than from the Binance Tex perspective, because our way of the functioning will be purely on the smart contracts. So the human factor will be removed, but I will talk about it later on. So our social market of information contains all the solutions found on the typical social media. We have timeline, profiles, groups, search messages, and the content. It's good to mention that the content that our desired position that we want to develop in the future is that you're gonna send the really good video files and the stream stuff live on our platform. But this is our desired position. This is far away from now, but we want to develop something like that. So we want to create. We want to take every good solution that you can find on very big social media or social platforms, like you have streaming platforms, video content platforms, or the typical like purely social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and so on and so on. So we want to take this solution and implement on our platform, but there are some limitations to that with the Tor platform and encrypting, because our DNA and the main principles is that we that protect our users, we provide them full anonymity, and everyone are equal in terms of usage. So we don't we don't really interrupt them in what they are doing on the platform. We don't try to manage them or ban them or anything.
I think that was regarding the question from the chat.
Yes, it might be. Oh yeah, I see this one question. If we are not scared of the pedophiles, dealers on the closed groups, this is kindly the cost that we want to pay. If there will be not on our platform, there will be somewhere else. But we're gonna one way or
We have
or
we have
another.
idea to give you a tool, and if somebody from you need to remember that the groups will be in the final version will be encrypted, right? So only the member of the group will be able to read anything on the group. So zero knowledge application. This is our goal, right? So nobody from inside the groups or any chats will able to read your messages. Of course, we need to pay the risk, and we need to be aware of that, and we are aware of that. So if somebody will hold the, let's say, problems like that, we want to, let's say, gratify the person in some ways. I don't want to share more information how, but there will be options to get maybe reputations, maybe coins, many any other things, but there will be option to report, for example, from inside the group, and then you will receive gift the prize for that. But of course, need to be somebody from inside, right? They need to be insider of the group, because in another way there is no other way to get access to the information like that, right? So yeah, this is the example.
Yeah, so there will be some content which will be like blacklisted, like definitely like blacklisted, because there is like some line that we don't want to cross. We are all humans, and so on are secure, but we want to go in accordance what we want to do. So we don't have any centralized management of the platform, but we're gonna give the tools for our community to operate and act in a manner that they know and they think that it is good. So if our community don't want some kind of stuff on our platform on somewhere else, we're gonna provide them tools to take measures in their hands and to act counter them. Maybe some the voting on some other stuff we will see, but as we promised, it's gonna be in the way that all the management and everything will be in hands of the community, not in ours. We just give you a tool. We give you, for example, we give you a hammer, and what you're gonna do with it, it's in your way. So this is
Yeah.
the one. I think it answers pretty good, but to get into the white paper as I was describing it, so we're gonna have the information market that you're gonna get pay with and paid baits. And as far as I developed, there will be three forms of the paid baits: in form of subscription, singular payment on the from one person, and singular payment from many people. So many people pay certain price to like get the access to the information. So you're gonna have a crowd-funded information access. So yes, so this is something that it's gonna be decided. Like I mentioned, it isn't something that's gonna be at the beginning, but it's something that we are targeting to our platform to be, because this is what white paper is. It doesn't describe the current state of the project, but what is desired and what we wanted to accomplish with our platform. It's gonna be up to users how they wanna access this information, what they wanna do with that. Of course, they could text someone that they are selling the information and do this on their own. So this is the part with our reputation system and ranking. It's to prevent the honesty and everything that happens on the platforms that doesn't all the information, because you are anonymous, so you have something that distinguish you and show you that you are trustworthy. And this is how it's going to look like. So we have 6 ranks so far, and as you can see, this shows you how many points you have to get specific ranking. But with the ranking system, I talked with the Pavel, which one, I think like 2 devs and hodlers ago. No, 1 devs and hodlers ago.
1 week ago.
No, it was a couple weeks ago when he was talking about the reputational ranking system. That
the reputation.
He was showing you how the ranking system.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes,
I think it was 12, because we just have a choice. Like the Pavel is just joining on a round number of our meetings, and always there is a huge
it was
presentation.
Number 20, yeah.
Yeah, it was 20 and the 30 was a market, and Pavel was
So
just
it had to be number 20, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, our ranking is basing on the Newton distribution, and so the reputation is guided from the border. That is, when you have the graph, you have the border, and basically that means the border means that if you above this border, that the user has 95% probability of having above the lower band, the user has 95% probability of having this much of the reputation. So basically, that's why the lower border is the reputation amount. But if you're gonna have, we had episode with that. I think Pavel described this much better than I do. Because this stuff is pretty complex.
I quite impressed Maciej that
Yeah,
he
right?
knows so many details.
Man,
He's watching the videos. He's watching the live streams.
It was long night.
It was long night, like, they put me in charge. I said, like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna write it. And
Mikołaj, it's a quite funny story because Maciej just said, Pavel, you need to explain me once again the reputation. Pavel just said, yeah, it's quite simple. Let me just talk about it.
to Q&A.
Yeah, listen, I had private sessions with Pavel, and he pretty described it in details what it's on about. So, and I need to know it from my community. If someone from community asks me, I have to know the answer for the question. This is the reason why I need to know this stuff.
This is guys why you can say about the bad word of the Orwash, because he don't like the mathematics and he need to know the mathematics to answer your questions. So yeah.
This is going faster to our decentralized futures platform. So this is some, talking about like the smart contracts who bring us new opportunities for development and new technological possibilities to implement on different aspects of the markets and economy and so on. So that's why we took this technology, blockchain technology, and implemented it in the decentralized futures contracts. Decentralized futures contracts are contracts that have this mechanism that follows the price of the specific asset, of the specific pair of the assets described describe, because you have to describe whether it's the Nasdaq to USDC or any other pair that you want to, whether it's the commodity or I don't know, some indexes or any other stuff. So our decentralized futures contracts follow the price using oracles. Yes, exactly. Using the oracles, it follows the price of the real asset in real time, and using this information of the platform to to just put it in the game. It is important to mention that we have our own game rules, but I will talk about it later on. But all the pairs will be first. There will be pairs that represents the real market pairs from the stock market, like I mentioned before. Secondly, they're gonna be pairs that represent from the crypto market. So this is something that I don't have to describe in details. And second one, it will be the roller coaster, what I call roller coaster bets. And this is really cool because using our technology with the specific oracles, we could, I would say, suck the information from the, set up our own oracle to suck all the information from, I don't know, weather channels, BBC Weather Channel, or some platforms that provide you results with the football matches, sports and sports, horse riding, and so on. And those, also if you set up an oracle, provide the liquidity, because the liquidity will be provided by users, but not only, users can together talk with each other and say, yeah, hey, let's provide liquidity for the horse racing bets for example, something like that, and they're gonna do it on their own. So this is pretty cool, and this something. So our platform will not only be the bridge between the conventional market and the crypto world, but also gonna give us new opportunities, really cool opportunities, not only for us, but also for you as users gonna use it and play on it, bet on it. So our decentralized contracts also have this engine that monitors who and when sell or bought the contracts. There is no insurance fund which manage our platform, that the way it works at the centralized exchanges. And so what is important to mention that our, if you're gonna get liquidated, it's really, I would say, it partly gonna answer the question that Jan Tanger asked. So our liquidity mechanism will be implemented in the liquidative. So the mechanism that's gonna liquidate you from your position will be really secure, and basically this mechanism is gonna work like this. So if you're gonna have like I don't know, about 5% before even you're gonna have your margin call position, it's still gonna liquidate, and gonna liquidate automatically according to some specific rules, the game rules that's gonna be implemented in the smart contracts. And based of all, all the functioning of the smart contracts will be public, so everyone could see, and all the game rules that's gonna be on our platform will be public, and it's gonna be easy visible for everyone. It's gonna be transparent, and it's not gonna change. And if they're gonna change, everyone's gonna be informed on that. So this is the part of the transparency that we are talking about from the beginning. And so I would say the whole system is mathematically sealed. So this is the closed. I would say closed circulation. So all the amount of the money we don't print our money, we don't create our own money, or the money on the platform. It's not created on the typical markets that that the options is copied from the one investment month to other, and basically from nothing there is a lot. We don't do that here. Our circulation is closed, so the amount of the money secured on the platform is the amount that is secured on the user's wallet. So you can always place a bet, only the amount what you have on your wallet, never more. And because of that, it's the black swan events and so on. There's no problem with liquidation because the sum of the contracts is always zero. What it means, if someone wants to buy contract, it has +1 contract. If someone sells the contract, it has -1. So if you take the pair of the bets, the sum of it is always zero. So if someone, for example, everyone decide to take the money and not use our platform anymore, nothing happens. Nothing happens because
And there is a question that what's happened when there will be no option to take out your, for example, there will be any technical issue, for example, to get access to main platform. And our goal is to make sure that the blockchain, the market, and everything related to your money will be separate from the main application. So we want to just hide this, under the stone. I don't know, any stone in the desert. I don't know where. I don't want to say that where, but we want to hide that. And if somebody will bad happen to the main application, the blockchain will be still there, and there will be always option to, for example, let's say, pull out your money, no matter if main application is running or not, right? Because it's not. We want to just separate these two things from them, right? So I think it's a good idea, good information, because always there will be option to just secure your assets, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so there is one question: how much leverage will be 1 to 100, 1 to 500? So basically, the leverage is unlimited. You can have, I don't know, 1 to 1 million. It doesn't really matter. But the thing is,
currently we are
remember-
testing up to 50, but there is no, let's say, problem to make this 500, right?
Yes, but the thing is, remember that this is what we're gonna describe it right now. How it's gonna work. So you have always the pair of bets. So you need two people to bet on each other. So it's not like you're gonna have we have this centralized, like on the centralized exchanges that that you play with the casino. Basically, in our system is that the users are also the casino. So they have to put the bets against each other. So the sum of the bets will always be 0. And if you put some, I don't know, futures contracts with 1 to 500, 1 to 1000 or anything, it could be possible. But this contract will only work if you gonna have the second person to, play against it.
Yeah, there is option that maybe there's not connected, but we will see. Let's just stop here. And like we said, right, everything is changing in our plans, and we are not sure what is the final version. So let's say, Maciej, I think that we already said too much, so maybe we stop here.
And as
Sorry.
we said in chat,
Sorry, didn't want to do it. Yeah. But so.
It's inside the info, right? So it's just a gift for you, everybody who just spent this time with us. So yeah.
Yeah, this is why you
This is
should
a
be
leak.
watching this.
I can just officially say that this is a leak right now.
There you go. You got it.
So basically, okay. So
No,
I'm gonna
it's
skip the
Maciej.
part.
This is the point of our lives, right? To make a leaks in our project. No worries.
Okay, we're good. So we get to the point when I describe you how it's gonna work. So you maybe heard multiple times that this BigShortBets futures market, decentralized futures market platform, gonna work like the first stock exchange in Amsterdam. And what it means in the stock exchange, the first stock exchange in Amsterdam in 17th century. Basically, you had one big hall when people were just shouting the orders. And if you want to find if you wanted to trade some contracts with anyone, you had to find the right pair, find the person that's gonna buy it and pay it against the same. Maybe the same is gonna be on our platform, but you're gonna have these order list. We're gonna have the order books on what orders are placed on our platform with what amount, so you can like this is how it's gonna work.
Yeah, but
And
keep
it's
in
gonna
mind
be
that there is
easier
it's
in
easier, but there
17th
is you
century.
need to keep in mind that there won't be any option that is normally in the order books, like for example first in first out. So it means that there is no connection between the time that you just add the position, right? Because we want to guarantee you the price of the position. So it means that if you say that I want to buy or sell something at a certain price, it means that the system will do everything what system can to just open your position that price. If there is no, let's say, other side for that, then the request will be killed, right? I mean that they will be refused. But if there will be anything, maybe not all the amount, but half of your position, then half of the position will be created. But you need to remember that that we want to change that because we want to guarantee the price, right? So there is no, let's say, market. For example, there won't be any options like, for example, from shallow markets exchange that you click, for example, somebody with big finger just click the market, market buy or market sell, and then it's a flash crash to the zero. In 1 second, no, there is nothing that happened in our project, and I can guarantee that for you, right? So yeah, and there is as well so I think that there was a question about the leverage. I kind of think that we can just back quickly to the question about the MetaMask and Android application. Yeah, we heard a lot of feedback from you that the MetaMask is not working great for all the types of the phones and Android versions. So this is why we want to give you an alternative way to log into application. So first of all, this is something that is guys just prepared. So if you the only one correct signature sign from MetaMask in the phone will be required to get the access for forever in our application. And the second idea is that maybe there will be option to generate the QR code in Tor application, and when you just scan that, then you get access to your account on your phone. But everything is on a roadmap, right? We are working on that, but we need the time to get delivered that. But for sure, we are thinking to just make the Android application more comfortable for you than this right now. And there is a question about our founder and person who just created the project, the Rafał Zaorski, who is just just create this idea based on the Wall Street Bets event with the GameStop, short squeeze. Rafał is focusing on everything that's around the project, but we just decided that we don't want to only use Rafał to promote the project. We are there is a lot of more people just believed in this idea and want we deliver that. Rafał is still with us. Rafał is focusing on the Polish community. We just take the all the rest, right, Maciej, on us, and
Yeah,
this is
the
how we,
international. That's
so
why this live stream, obviously, I suppose that most of the viewers are Polish though, but you bet there are still many people interested in the project abroad, people in the United States and other parts of Europe, Asia, and stuff like that. So this is going to be huge.
Yes,
there is a
obviously.
question about the Oracle, how we want to implement any Oracle for existing pairs of the market. So you can just imagine that for example, Uniswap is in a few versions, right? There is a V1, V2, and V3 version of the Uniswap as well. We are thinking that the market will be working this way. The first step is to create the market for you, and the Oracle and everything around will be set up by us as the core team. But in the next step, we want to give you the option that you can just use the, let's say, generic and common contract to create any market that you want, and there will be, let's say, one of the variables that you need to give let's say, the source of the information for Oracle, right? And then after the validation on the blockchain, the contract will be providing the access to the market, right? But this is the, let's say, future. Right now, we're focusing on that we will deliver you everything to get take the part in the market. But in the next step, there will be to give you this tool. So first of all, we are trying to manage this tool for you, and the next step will be to give you 100% access to this tool, right? So this is the small steps. We can't deliver everything in the same time, right? So yeah.
Exactly. All the progress is showed to you weekly. Basically, what we are doing is, from the other perspective, is we are taking the human factor from all the mechanisms that are well known around the world. So like from the stock operation, stock market operation on the crypto market, we are replacing everything that you heard about it, that blockchain smart contracts could like replace everything and so on. And so in our way, what we are trying to do is replace the token exchanges, centralized stock exchanges, and crypto exchanges with the smart contracts. So we are taking the human factor out, so there will be no manipulation and on any or anything with like everything will be it will be a pure market. It's going to operate on its own. All the rules of the game will be transparent and known to every user. Now, maybe not known, but transparent, and the rules will be shown anywhere. So if someone wants to know all the rules, it will be easily accessed how our platform operates and how he should play the game. So and the only way to somehow to affect the market that we are creating is to participate in our game, and this will be the only way how you can affect the market and do something with that. Like I said, by by taking out the human factor, we are the manipulation won't be possible on our platform from the perspective of the like you heard what happened recently on the typical exchanges, with the GME and AMC action, that they just halted, everything. You couldn't do anything on their platform. People had their money and everything, but they do it because they were empowered to do it. There won't be such thing on our platform. It will be impossible to do such thing on our platform because everything will be on the smart contracts. So if we would have to, I don't know, our platform taken down or anything, but even that, smart contracts operate like without you knowing, or without even if you sleep and like I don't know, you can do anything and the smart contract will be still operating.
So to sum up, like we want to say, right, the market will be decentralized, anonymous, the risk is on you, you are equal on the market, and there is no bigger or better position for somebody who just just get better condition of the I don't know, market from SAC or any other organization like that, right? So you're equal, you're playing in the same game with the same rules, and and risk is on you.
Yeah, exactly. We just create rules. We don't make contracts, and we don't print money. Yeah. So thank you very guys for being today with us. I hope you get some good insights on everything that we showed. I got pretty talkative. I missed you because I wasn't here last week, and I wasn't too sure.
You missed us. I know you missed us. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I missed you a lot. So that's why today I said that I will be the one responsible for the for the talking. And I really happy about it. I hope you like it too. And there was a lot of stuff that was simplified for you, that maybe we answered some questions that you were asking yourself. I just hope you like it, and see you next week. Yes. So thank you very much, guys.
One more request. If you managed to hold this long with us, 1 hour of the live stream, after it's over, hop down to the comment section and leave "Go BigShortBets" comment or any kind of comment for the statistics. Leave a thumbs up, and we see you next week. Thank you so much, Mr. HODLERS, Bartek. Amazing job today.
Thank you. Do it on the YouTube and Twitter too, and everywhere. TikTok. Watch our TikToks.
Yes, statistics.
Don't buy our token. Use our tool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you next week.